All right, Miles, let's talk about the Denver Broncos here for a little bit. This is a team that's had obviously a very tumultuous for a lot of good reasons in this offseason. Of course, bringing in Sean Payton, had a really solid draft, made a lot of big time moves. But the Broncos aren't done. They just pulled off a really massive move that I think is a great sign for them going to 2023.
Yeah, Nick, I think this is going to be incredible for them and just shows the Broncos are making themselves a high tier destination with Sean Payton at the helm. But this next one, Nick, this is what we in the business like to call a little bit of foreshadowing. So, Broncos fans, in the comments below, let us know who is your favorite Broncos pass rusher of all time. There's a lot of great ones. So let us know in the comments below who's your favorite Broncos pass rusher of all time. And make sure to stay tuned to the end of today's video to hear a word from our partner, and that is Neuro. They have a lot of great products to give you a quick and easy boost of energy. I love to take their mints or gum right before our shows, give us that little bit of an edge to give you that great Broncos content you love. So stay tuned to hear more about Neuro and their products and to get your hands on our discount code. But nonetheless, what is the big news with the Broncos, Nick?
All right, Miles, let's go ahead and throw it up. You want to throw up the report? I will read from it. I'm sure a lot of Broncos fans may have already heard it already, but if you haven't, here's the news and here are the specifics. This is from Adam Schefter. The Broncos are giving former Chiefs pass rusher Frank Clark a one-year deal worth up to $7.5 million per source. The deal includes a $5.5 million guaranteed base salary, $1 million in makeable incentives, and another challenging $1 million in incentives. So basically, he's going to make between $5.5 and $7.5 million, depending on how good he plays for the Denver Broncos in 2023. Now, first things first, anytime a move like this happens, we got to break down the numbers in terms of salary cap hit, in terms of value. And I always love overthecap.com. Overthecap.com is a great website. They break down and value each player based on their age, production, a number of other factors, the position they play, to see how much they should get per year in terms of cap hit against them. They give them a valuation. Overthecap.com gives Frank Clark's valuation at, you ready for this, Mize? $7.5 million, a little less, 7.4. So first and foremost, the Denver Broncos got a fair price, or maybe even a slight discount if he doesn't hit all that incentives, for a quality veteran pass rusher from a division rival. This is a win. This is a huge win for the Denver Broncos. This is a team that, look, they retooled their defensive line a lot. Of course, they brought in Zach Allen, who I think is going to be a great player from Arizona. I think he was kind of stuck in the desert. Got a lot of young guys. I love Nick Bonito, what he could potentially grow into as well. But I really like Frank Clark stepping in here, being a kind of situational third down pass rusher, getting that kind of 5 to 8 sacks that he's gone over the past few years. They get a quality veteran player who knows how to win, who wants to win, and they get him at a fair price. There's nothing more you can really ask for, Mize. But I'll throw it over to you now. What do you think? What do you think of this move in the Broncos right now?
Yeah, Nick, this is a very savvy move by a Broncos team that is looking to make a push, Nick. This is a team, they got a lot of money invested in Russell Wilson. They need to win as soon as possible. And they do that by making good deals. And like you said, it's crazy how over the cap has him valued 7.5. They hit it nail on the head. If he gets all of his incentives, he is going to be exactly what he is owed. So good for Clark to, get fair market value. Good for the Broncos to pay, not overpay for him. So they get a quality pass rusher who is a guy who's been there. He's been to the biggest moments in the NFL. He's championship caliber player. He's done it all. And I think this is a really big addition to this Broncos defense. You want to have a little bit of leadership out there because there's a lot of guys on this team. I mean, other than Patrick Surtain, really, I don't think there's necessarily a vocal, outspoken leader like a guy like Frank Clark could be on this defense. I think that's going to be a big addition to this defense, especially in the linebacker and defensive line rooms, depending wherever he meets. He's kind of more like a defensive end. I know he plays like an edge outside linebacker in their scheme, but, I think this is really big pickup, and it shows Sean Payton already get the ball rolling, getting some big time, free agents into the room. So I love this for the Broncos, and I think it's going to be big for them going forward.
And just one more thing to close this up, Mize. Teams only make a move like this. Sean Payton only makes this move if he believes the Broncos are legitimate contenders. And if you read through the lines there, that means he believes he can turn around Russell Wilson. If he thinks Russell Wilson is a dumpster fire right now, he doesn't make this move, right? Because you look at contenders make this move. The Buffalo Bills just signed Leonard Floyd as an example. Obviously Frank Clark's been moved around a few times himself, right? Kansas City Chiefs are known for making similar moves because they are contenders. Contenders go after veterans on these kind of deals, and veterans want to go to teams that are contenders. The Denver Broncos right now think and believe that Russell Wilson has it figured out under Sean Payton. And Frank Clark, maybe just as importantly, believes that under Sean Payton, Russell Wilson will get it turned around. So right now, I think it's not just a Frank Clark move in terms of making the defense better. I think this is a great sign that under Sean Payton, Russell Wilson is set up to have a massive year. All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner in today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big-time game-winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line. But if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro Gum. Neuro Gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.